Alright guys, so before we get the video started, I just wanted to clear up a few things. The date you can skip to, if you don't want to hear this, will be on the screen, but you should actually probably listen to it if you're like a starter or something. So, first I wanted to address a mistake I made in this video. I said you cannot fuse subspecs with stands. That was actually changed recently. Well, I don't know how recently, but you can actually fuse subspecs with stands, but the subspecs have to be base. So I don't know why I didn't remember that, because you can see the stand I'm using in the beginning is a subspec fused with a stand. But I just apologized. I just wanted to apologize for that mistake. I'm currently editing this video, and a few miscellaneous things that I don't have like a recording of. I've seen a lot of these questions, so I'm going to address them. First, how do I know when a new stand was released? How do I know what's changed? Um, in an update. So first you want to press M on your keyboard, and then this one's really simple. Just look for the button that says change log, click on it, and it'll show you what the new update was. The next question is, how do I get money? How do I grind fast? What you want to do is get a stand called the Sun, and you want to stay near the ice dummies, and its passive ability will kill all the dummies and it'll give you money. So, yeah. You can also use Harvest's T move because it gives you money, but I think the Sun's a better one. So, the next question is how do you get stand arrows? Like, how do you get stand arrows quick? They're too expensive. And why are stand arrows popping up more in your video than in, like, my actual game? Well, that's because this video is probably gonna be released after the 2 times spawns event is over, which means there will be 2 times the arrow spawning. So if you don't want to buy an arrow, just hang around the middle, and eventually an arrow will spawn, and you can pick that up, and use it. Next question is, how do I know what stands are good and what stands should I keep? Is there a certain rarity of stands? Now this one's actually quite complicated. Yes, there is a certain rarity of stands. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. Well, 8's actually a part of 7, but so the higher they get, the more rare they are. So I'm going to list off a few tier 7s that I know of currently. These are very rare, so you should keep them. Tusk, D4C, King Crimson, um, sorry, sorry, Golden Experience, and Guest Platinum, and Star Spangled Banner. Those are a few that I can remember, so if you get any of those, you should keep them. Now, for more on that, I'll actually be listing a few sources in the description. Um, one will be the Project Jojo wiki, and one will be the Discord, where you can ask questions. But if neither of those don't work, if neither of those, if neither of those don't work, then you can just leave a comment in the comment section. I'll probably get back to you within a few hours, actually, because I monitor the comments on my videos a lot. So, if this video does blow up, which it probably won't, but if it does, just tell me if you guys really want a part 2. I'll try to put more effort into it, and I'll try to, get a few more stands in there to help out starters. Um, so yeah, those are just a few questions I wanted addressed, and a few mistakes. So make sure to leave a question in the comments if you do have a question. And all sources will be cited in the description. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, so this video is about the complete and full guide to Project Jojo, Roblox game, obviously based off JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, there are lots of mechanics to the game that when I started I didn't understand. So I wanted to sort of use this as an explanation guide, to all the new people. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything that I was confused about when I started the game, and I'm going to help you get through this. So as you can see, I just showed you the redstone of Aja and a vampire mask in my hands. Now, that big building at the back, that's called the school. Well, obviously you know it's a school, but I mean, well, you get it. But so we're moving to the back of it, and at the back of the school is actually Jodaro. So he has a few quests, but once you finish his quest and you talk to him with a vampire mask and an Aja in your inventory, he gives you an Aja mask. So if you use this on cars, that'll give you ultimate life form. But if you just use it on anything else, it'll give you an ultimate spec, which boosts the percentage by 1.5, I think. Like, it boosts all the power and stuff. So now we're going to be moving over here. So next, I'm actually going to show you this thing. It's called a big meter. Now, it can summon BIG. I wouldn't recommend doing this in a private server, but as you can see, I'm going to pick up an arrow here, and oh yeah, if you're glowing pink, that means you have max worth. So you can see I have max worth. Now you need to click on this, but without the arrow equipped. So there, I just clicked on it, and you can see there's a little pink at the bottom. That means it's almost filled up, but we're not going to fill it all the way to the max, because I probably couldn't defeat it. It's one of the hardest bosses. Actually, I would say it's the hardest boss, but see, if you come over here and talk to Enrico, once you defeat Big, you can go to Italy, and once you go to Italy, you can talk to Enrico, and he can store your stands. More on that later. But now, I'm going to show you, this is the train. So you need to talk to Gyro, and then you need to defeat Big. Well, you just need to be in a server where he was defeated. And then you can click on the train to bring you to Italy. You can come back and talk to Enrico. He's in the restaurant-looking thing. So yeah, he's in there. So now we're coming over here. This is a stand sass thing. You can pull it up by pressing M. But yeah, as you can see, arrows spawn on the ground. So if I use one here, I got Hierophant Green. Now, it's not that good, but all stands are good for starters. So, but I think the best stand for starters is, hold on, give me a second. I just gotta get rid of this stand. Okay. So, yeah, well, it's not really a stand. It's an ability. You need to save up $500, and then you can buy it. It's called Shotgun. Just go to the shop over here. Yeah, well, you talk to Gyro. He'll give you a quest, and it'll give you money for every time you kill a wooden dummy. So you click on the shotgun thing. Sorry. Yeah, once you have $500, you click on it, and you will spawn with the shotgun. Now, when you press E with the shotgun, it will shoot the shotgun. And it doesn't do that much damage, but I think it's decent for a starter. So you wanna come over here. Oh, that's Gyro. We'll get to him later. But you wanna come over here, and then you want to shoot the dummies, get the quest from Gyro sitting at the tree. And once you defeat them, it'll give you some money. So I'd keep doing this quest over and over again. Alright guys, so now we're getting to the NPC part of the tutorial. Now this is Gyra. You can see he's going to be the only NPC I cover in this game. Well, in this first tutorial, but if you click on him, it'll give you Spin. Now, you can't see it, but at the bottom of my screen is a green bar. Now, currently, Spin on its own is broken. Like, just Spin by itself, you can't really use it. But, if you use an arrow on Spin, I'll show you guys in a second. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers, for everything, like everything. So, if we click on it with an arrow, actually, first, I want to buy an arrow from the shop to show you guys that you can actually buy an arrow from the shop. So then we click with it, and now press Q. Yeah, you press Q to bring out stands, I forgot to tell you. You can see little ball breaker. So, the moveset for stands, oh yeah, if you hold G, then you'll see this thing coming off you. It's the spin. It boosts your endurance and power. So now, if we hold E, that'll do a barrage. Oh yeah. So the moveset for stand, sorry I got cut off, is E, usually a regular barrage. R and T and Y are usually whatever moves your stand would be. And U is your fusion ability. I'll get on to fusions later. And F is your main ability. And sometimes there's an H ability, as you can see. That's my H ability. But yeah, most stands don't have an H ability. But only few stands have a U ability, and all stands have to have at least a few abilities, obviously. But now I'm going to actually... Alright guys, so now I want to show you, where is it? Oh my god. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I hope it didn't despawn because I want to actually cover this for you guys. Oh wait, hold on. I think... Sorry for the wait, guys. You can just skip a few seconds ahead. It's gotta be... Oh, there, I see it. Alright, guys. Sorry for the wait. So, you can see that's a screwdriver. I mean, a wrench, and if we click on it, it will give us Cyborg. Now, this moveset is not a stand, so you can't fuse it. But if you press Q and then hold down the mouse button, it'll shoot bullets. And if you press E, it'll shoot your arm. And, oh yeah, that's the kill quote. And it'll push whoever gets hit by the arm until they hit a wall or something, and then they'll stop moving. R is laser eye. T, you're gonna see me fail with the UV lights, but T is the UV lights. Give me a second, I'm wait for the cooldown. Okay, here we go. Now you can see me actually hit them with it. So, now Y, that's self-repair, it actually heals you pretty fast. Now, you're gonna see me buy some time for the F move, because it's very overpowered, so it has to have a long cooldown. But, yeah, here's another example of how far that arm pushes you. But now you're going to see the example of the F move. So you can see it holds a grenade, and it does mass damage, like 152. You saw that dummy take 152 damage. So that's pretty much it for the Cyborg. I don't really like to consider it an NPC, but I have to. Alright, now we're going to get to one of the bosses of the game, Dio. So you can see he can stop time, which can actually be very devastating. You can see him trying to move here, but it's fine since Cars is kind of a vampire, so he can regenerate health. So it's not going to be this easy for you. I don't really like to say that, because I don't want to seem like better, but it's the truth. This stand is very overpowered, so that's why I'm doing tons of damage and I'm killing him very fast. So you can see Dio didn't drop anything, but he gave me max worth. That's what happens. Now he can either drop a Dio Bone, which has a 1 in 10 chance. You can see the options are Evolve White Snake / max stand level, or Reset Subspec, which is like Spin, Hamon, Vampire, and he can also drop a Dio Diary. Now, this is the more wanted thing. You can attain Heaven, reroll Blessing, or another option that I can't think of right now. But, oh, I think it's like split your stand fusion. We're gonna get to fusions in just a second. I'm sorry about this, guys. But, yeah. So, now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to actually, hold on. Alright, now I'm going to show you how you can fuse a stand. Now, let's say this is a stand I wanted fused. It's actually pretty easy. I think you have to be max level, and you need to finish all Jodaro's quests. But other than that, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to go over to the storage, and you'll see in a second. I'm going to show you how you can how you can fuse. Now, warning, you can't fuse subspecs with stands. So, as you can see, I took a stone roca, but you saw that yellow box. You place whatever stand you want to be the sub of the fusion, and then you come over to those wall eyes that I showed you, and then you want to equip your stone roca. Sorry. And then you want to click. So if you completed all the requirements, then it should explode in like a yellowish star tone. And so here's Rohan. He can also give you quests. And after you finish his quest, you can actually sell your stands to him. Now, I wouldn't do it now, because the sell prices were nerfed. But, yeah. So, sorry guys. So, yeah. Each fusion has their own sub-ability, which can be activated by pressing U, or they could have a passive ability. So, yeah. Sorry. Sorry for the ear rape. Sorry. We can get back to... So yeah, now I'm going to demonstrate a fused stand. So, this is Mandem fused with Bokono, and I can't really show it because there aren't people in my game, but it can pretty much rewind time and place bombs. So you can see that blue place is where I was before. It doesn't work on dummies. I'm going to try to make it work. But yeah, you can see it brought me back, but it didn't bring the dummy back. That's not how it'll work in like regular servers with other people. With other people, it'll actually help you, and it can help you kill them. So yeah, you can see me demonstrating it again. You can see if I throw the bombs, they'll stay there. So that's why this is a good fusion. You can throw it. Also, if you guys want me to help you out with anything, just comment in the comment section and like ask about some